Okay, now we're going to take a little look at yoga. Now, yoga is a great activity. Don't get me wrong here, because I'm going to be saying some things later on that if you're a yoga lover and adherent, you may not like. But we have to be realistic and set our limits to know exactly what we're going to get from anything that you're doing. We have a tendency sometimes to get carried away. Hey, yoga is great, so therefore, let's use it for this group of people, let's use it for this group of people, let's use it for athletes, just who are over here. Not only does yoga give you more flexibility, it's good for relaxation, but hey, now we can get more strength with it. We can use yoga to get faster. We can use yoga for see, now we're going overboard. And this is what happens. And this is why we have to bring in the reins. We have to stop before we get carried away with any one modality. It's impossible for any one modality to do all of these things. And that includes yoga or any type of strength training or whatever. One type of strength training gives you one specific kind of development. Another kind of strength training is going to give you another specific kind of development. Yoga, depending upon what kind of yoga you're doing, it'll give you one kind of specific development. It's not going to give you 5 different kinds of development. So once we realize this, then let's use yoga where it can be of benefit. And I just say, yes, let's use yoga and I'm going to get stronger, I'm going to get faster, I'm going to get more flexible, I'm going to get everything I need. You won't. And here again, we have to take a look at what it's going to do for me and how is it really specific. See, so I'm going to get these benefits. Is it a general benefit or is it a specific sports benefit? We have to separate generality from specificity. The generality, this means, like for example, if I'm doing a beginning bodybuilding routine, that's general. I'm developing my whole body. But if I'm doing exercises that duplicate what I do in my sports activity, I'm doing a sports-specific exercise. If I'm doing an explosive exercise, I'm developing the muscles in an explosive manner. I'm not developing pure strength. I'm developing explosiveness. So it's very specific. All of our qualities are very specific, and we have to train each one individually. Then we put them all together depending upon the demands of your sport. If your sport doesn't involve any explosiveness, you don't do any. It's not going to help you out any. But if there are elements of it in your sport, then it behooves you to do it. So back to yoga, same thing. If we're going to do yoga, it's a great activity. I'm not knocking it. But it doesn't do everything under the sun. Depending upon the yoga you're doing, you're either going to get more flexible, great for relaxation, but you're not going to get stronger. And it really aggravates me when I hear about all these people talking about yoga making me stronger. And I think athletes have been duped into this. It's not uncommon to find many professional ball players using yoga to get stronger and more flexible. These are general qualities. You're not getting stronger. So let's get away from that. Use yoga the way it can be used. And for strength training, you got to do strength training methods, not yoga. And even relaxation. Great for relaxation. If you want flexibility, yoga will give you flexibility in the poses that you maintain. But this doesn't mean that you're going to be more flexible in executing that sports skill. So sure, you became more flexible, but it doesn't mean that you are more flexible in that particular action. That's the key. So you have to take a look at which pose do you want to maintain? Which pose do you want to do from yoga? Is it going to be specific to the joint actions that you're trying to duplicate in your sport? See, again, we get into the specificity. And if it does, great, use it. But don't say it makes you stronger because you hold that pose for up to 2 minutes. Well, then you're developing static strength. Your sport is dynamic, you gotta move. It's active. Doing a static activity is not gonna, has no correlation whatsoever to dynamic performance. So it's not gonna help you out at all. So use it according to what you can gain from it. If you can't gain anything from it, don't use it. There are many, many methods available out there today. So pick the methods and the modalities that will bring you the results that you want in your sport.